Yes.
Perfect.
He good to go.
So we're talking here and nobody can hear what we say. That's great. I think Gina even went out, huh? Maybe.
Yeah, I think she had some issue with
the.
Yeah.
Maybe she will come back in.
All right.
Barbara is here.
Yes. Let's check in from all over the world. Let's see what we have today from UK, Finland.
Gina, I think we fixed our audio. Yeah.
Can you hear us?
Yes, thank you so much.
Hi,
I was
guys.
struggling.
It was
actually was also
us. It was
on
us.
our side.
We
so
hadn't opened it.
Yeah.
How are you doing? Good to see you.
I'm so happy to see you guys. I didn't see you for so long.
I know,
yeah, it has been long.
Yeah, it has been a long time. COVID and back in Europe and everything in isolation and in and out of everywhere. Now we are back on track, so it's good. So how have you been doing with your business?
I'm doing well. I wanted to give you some more very good news, but I'm doing very well, just not that fast. So
Cool.
I swapped to the Import Experts. I'm launching now my first product, which is paint brushes, because I want to do a brand around painting and canvas and paints and And then apparently this part is amazing. It's super cool. If any of your members is asking you more questions, you can always send me a message or anything. It's really cool because they teach you so many different things. And I'm going to launch a second product next month and maybe a third product in 2 more months, because in order to replace your income, you have to have more than one product. You can't just have one.
Yes.
So yes, it's going very well, and I'm happy because I don't want to miss the affiliate part as well, because in, let's say, 4 or 5 months, I might be able to start this journey as well again.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Actually, this is really, really powerful stuff that you're sharing with us. We had, you remember our members, also Diego and Katya. They were doing also, they are doing import export as well. And they actually stumbled across some issues regarding the marketing of the products, because they were thinking that, they also have 3 products and they're launching a 4th one. And they also said the same thing, that that they just thought that Amazon was going to take care of everything, right? But it's not, because obviously inside of Amazon platform, there's so much competition as well. So you need to still drive traffic to your products in order to actually have like sales coming through. So they were also in the same thing about now they need to start learning about marketing and all of like that side of the business, right? Whereas they've been only in this kind of more creative or like finding more active, let's say, in that side of the business. So it's really, really good to hear that you are very much aware of that. And that you want to do as well. You still want to know what is happening in the affiliate space and especially in the marketing space, because you're going to need it for sure. So it's
absolutely,
it's really good. But I'm so happy and so excited for you. Oh my God, things are starting to happen.
Yes.
I remember the first call when you jumped on and you were like, I don't know where to go, which direction, what to do.
Exactly. Yeah. And now I have, because, the community, they offer so many different online classes and the books I'm reading and everything. So I have a great idea for YouTube channel as well, which before I was like, what should I do with it? I don't know what to speak about in YouTube. So things are getting there, which is really cool. Like, inside me, let's see when it's gonna go outside, but it's yeah. And I was thinking about you guys, because I know you want to go for products at one point as well, but it is such a great privilege that you have done first the marketing and the affiliate, and you have all of this knowledge, because most of the people are getting stuck exactly there, and then they have to go back and learn all these things, because for my brand, I'll definitely need my website, a landing page, mission, vision, how I'm going to marketing this, definitely. So yeah.
Absolutely. There's a good point you're mentioning there, as one of the main things that completely changed our life was actually transitioning from ballroom dancer into a digital marketer, and understanding those knowledge that actually help you to market anything is the best gift, because then you actually are in the position where you can go and market every product, every service, and you can even create cooperation with other business that they not necessarily have an affiliate business, but you have the skills to say to them, hey, why don't we cooperate? I build everything for you online and we share the profit. Then anyone is actually willing to cooperate with you, and they are gonna hunting for your skills, because they know if you can provide new customer, new sales, they for sure are willing to actually to be in that position of let's start to join together. So
also we also feel that actually this marketing stuff we're using a lot in our dancing as well, like in our dancing and teaching a lot. So one thing is in the online space, but one thing is also in the normal life. I know that of course due to COVID and stuff, we are all more restricted than what we used to be, but still, like when we speak to our customers in the dancing world, like it just makes so like some of the wording, how you present the things and stuff, it's just like change between black and white, and you really get what you want in the end of the day. You know, so it's really powerful, some of these things that you learn. And actually there's a book which I really want to recommend around this subject, and this is the book, let me get the title. It's around thinking, wait, sorry, I will just go in quickly and find it, because I think that you would really benefit from this one. How to Win Friends and Influence People. Yeah. Yes. And it's by Dale Carnegie. And I think that you would really benefit from this, because this is exactly talking about like how to actually, yeah, exactly, how to
you read my mind.
How to speak to people and this, and I think this is really powerful also in your marketing of your products, definitely. So awesome. Cool. You have it already.
Thank you for sharing this. Thank you.
Sorry, what was the title actually?
How to influence friends and people.
Yeah, just show it, Gina, just show it. Yes, How to Win Friends and Influence People.
Great, thanks.
It's really good.
I didn't read it, I just have it on my I'm gonna read it now.
Start tonight
on the shelf.
It sounds so like manipulation.
No, actually, to be honest, I was thinking a lot about this when I first got started, and reading the book, because I'm not reading it, I'm listening on Audible, and I realized so often how being a leader is actually bring the best out of people. And in my background, in my young age, I never saw this in my family. When there was a mistake, when there was something wrong, the attention was always to the problem, to the mistake, and like put the knife in the middle and go, this is very wrong,
also
wrong.
This thing about blaming or taking the fault, right?
Yeah, blaming other people, like so many things that I realize now going through and say, wow, there is really another way, a different way, an even better way to actually get what you want without blaming whatever it is, the issue, the mistake, or whatever. Just anyway, what happened has happened. How can we move forward now? You know, what we have learned from this mistake. And I believe the best gift in that specific book is about how to being the best leader for the right people. And you will see that people will ask for your help, suggestion, and anything when they comes into something that they need help and support. So I agree. Highly recommended.
Yeah. Awesome.
Now, let's move on, guys. And today, actually, Barbara, do you want to do you have something to say on your journey? Something you want to share with us?
I slept all 2 weeks, did nothing.
We actually we watched your video, so we watched it, and we actually have some comment. Now it's up to you if you want to if you want that we showed the other two people on the call the video, yes or not. Like it doesn't really matter.
We saw it, and we will give you feedback anyway.
But I think, to be honest, like for the beneficial of the call and for the people joining the call, I think will be good to see it. But if you're not comfortable with it, then it's also okay. So it's up to you.
Okay, so I was after you play video, I will switch off my camera because then you cannot see how red I am.
But you know what? I must say, okay, I understand because we always our own worst, how do you say, critical, right? Like we always like look bad at ourselves more than other people. So don't worry, I completely relate. Like when I see my videos, I want to
appreciate your diplomacy, but I am completely aware that it's as I mentioned you on text and by email, this is not an online material. This is I should send you possibly this one as a script and not a video, because I'm just reading there. So it's a bit.
So this is good. We will put the disclaimer first. So the disclaimer is that this is your disclaimer, okay? It is not the actual ad. It's just you reading the script, correct?
Yes.
Good. So we all have that in mind.
Said that you can definitely share the link, and I'm very open to any critic, because I have a lot of critique to myself regarding this one. I think maybe it's too long, and there are some other aspects that I would like to hear from you. But and the suggestion is how to make it as an advert. So how to not read, but actually tell to a person what I mean and not reading the text. So
So let's do one thing. We all unmute and let's see if I will be able to share the screen.
You should be able to share audio and screen, right?
Yeah.
Just give us a second, because this is the first time that we actually share the audio as well on the video. So just give us 2 seconds and we'll just...
So if I share...
I think just click. Or advanced sharing option maybe.
OJ Chrome. Optimize. Share sound.
Share sound, good. And then click share. It's all right, ladies. Very good.
Can we all hear it?
Can you see it? Good. Perfect.
Now let's see if you can hear it. Give me a thumbs up if you hear.
Busy working mom struggling with being.
Okay. Now let's go here. I will put full screen.
Are you a busy working mom struggling with being on schedule? Always stressed about finishing tasks on your job, picking up your children on time, and never having time for yourself? Then take an action. Learn digital skills and become a successful e-mompreneur. Access a free workshop series and find out how to start a simple, profitable digital business without taking any risk. In this free workshop series, you will learn on how to set up a solid digital platform with infinitive leverage potential that will operate for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, letting you earn hours of free time that you can spend with your family or developing your own hobbies. There are no special requirements. The only thing you need is a laptop or PC and access to the internet, meaning you can start generating your first income online in no time, without any sophisticated and time-consuming training, and without exposing your family to any financial risk. In addition, 100% flexible working scheme will let you adjust your own schedule to your family commitments. Click on the link below to receive a free workshop series where you will learn in a simple step-by-step approach how to open your own online business and start living a happy, well-balanced life following your own pace. Take me, for example. Last year I was completely overwhelmed, working long hours, including the weekends, feeling guilty toward my children who were sad because they wanted to play with me and I was not there for them. And at the same time, feeling angry and frustrated because it was never enough for my boss. No matter what I would do, I was always seen as a mom with kids who does not prioritize her work, but thinks only about her family. It was just too much. Then I saw a video of Davide, and that was it. That was the best click I have ever done. I signed up the same day, completed the training, and started my online journey toward the success. Now I can live a life I'll always dream about, being my own boss, working when whenever and from wherever I want, without sacrificing anything from my personal life. If you feel that this is relevant to you, click on the link below and learn about the opportunities that are waiting for you in the digital world. You can then decide whether it is something for you and start your online adventure when you feel ready for it. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you soon.
All right.
Wait, we have to
Yeah,
unmute you.
you're on mute. Wait, now, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay. Now, most important things here I want to say is, as a start, you did absolutely fantastic. Okay, so this is very, very important for you to understand. Now, having said that, I want to clarify a few things, and I give you, of course, feedback. I already have a few things that I write down, and I wanted to share here with you, so that we can all learn on what is needed to actually have an engaging advert that actually people resonate with you, with your story and who you are, because we will not be similar, not even close to each other, because we all have different story of life, and each one and everyone is very individual. And the reason for is because this is very important. Otherwise, we will all be a copy, and we don't want to be a copy. So first thing I always say, never copy any other members, even if I did it at the beginning because I didn't know. So it is very, very important that you understand the process behind, and the message need to be, first of all, authentic. So it's you behind everything, right? Because people resonate to people. And second thing, I wanted to say, I will start first with the few things that you might need if potentially that was an advert, but we know that it wasn't. This was just a practice, right? But let's assume that this was an advert that you could potentially publish and launch it tomorrow. I will give you few things that first are practical that you need to adjust, and then we go more into the structure of the script.
You mean like the setup, let's say?
Setups. For example, having a good microphone is always a good idea. And you can find the cheapest microphone on Amazon, $30, $40. We got this only after 1 year of since we started, because at the beginning I bought exactly the cheapest one from Amazon, and I used it. It was quite good. So this is the one that we use. They are wireless, and if you want more details, I will send you a link. Doesn't matter. So but microphone and sound is very important. Okay, so the voice should be clear. As well, environment should be quiet as much as possible without distractions. Whether you go into a city like Hong Kong, we were challenging here in doing a good head that was actually performing without noise, because here, wherever you go, there's noise. There's too many people around. So whatever spot you choose was actually complex to find a place that you feel no sounds. It was the city sounds. So you couldn't avoid that. And
you had to go at 5 o'clock in the morning just to have it at least a little bit quiet, and you can still hear quite a lot in the background. So anyway,
sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Anyway, then the other thing is lightening. So if you go outside during the day, the lightening is not needed, but it's already very good itself. But if you stay indoor, a good light is always good, and this can potentially make your face let's say in light, and understand that the visual effect will have an impact rather than a dark shadow, right? So they can see you in the face, and they can see your emotion, that you are talking as a normal person.
Our light is this one. We use this one in.
Wow, it's too strong. You can see.
Yeah, but it was like this, and then we were speaking into. So you can see this light is quite good. Yeah, and of course you have different.
The different strength. You can go warm and cold.
So you can do more warm.
You can find this on Amazon. Really cost Nothing. And it's something that I'm a very lover tech. I choose to actually go and research and see what is the best.
You spend a lot of time researching.
And then I go and choose the actual one that can be very needed. Yeah. Then the next thing is background. In our experience, we have tested different things. And what we see and the tendency that perform the best is always to have a great background in relation to good views. Whatever it is, maybe here, if I give an example, we went to the harbor and we could see Hong Kong on the backside. It was like, wow, fantastic. Already this give a different impact to a person who want to watch it. Compare my other ads that I run, where they were either in a white wall, or either we're trying to do it.
You even had the kitchen behind you at one point.
Yeah, I mean, I try everything just to see what actually converts.
Yeah.
And we saw that this thing is out of all of that, the great background, whether it is a view, a sea view, if you are on the beach, go on the beach. If it's a sunny day, definitely better. Always trying something that enlightening the day and the sunshine, and something that is wow, you know.
Shouldn't be distracting, but at the same time, wow effect is not bad. Especially because what we want on YouTube ads is we need to actually get the attraction, right? We need to stop people because they are about to watch another video. So if we are not, impactful in the image, like straight away, then they will just skip it, right? So it's actually good to have that kind of background so that people are like, wow, and actually maybe they actually continue listening because of the background, and then they get actually drawn to what you're saying. So it's actually like a trick in that sense. So it's good to have not just a white background. Even we had it also, like David said in his ad.
Yes.
But definitely we see like the cost per lead and the cost per member that we have now compared to when we run the other campaign is like half, if not
more,
1/3 less.
Literally.
Yeah.
And
it's a big difference.
So you mean that the best background that worked for you was the outdoor background, some nice, calm outdoor background. But then you have issue possibly with the background, because if you're outside, you cannot control all noises.
Yes,
correct.
Exactly.
So
that's why the microphone is a must when you're outside. First of all, and then second of all, try to either find a time of a day or a place where the background noise is as minimum as possible.
I mean, as far as I know, in Denmark, it's quiet compared to Hong Kong for sure.
There is no one there.
I don't know in Odense, but for sure in Copenhagen, there was many places that they were actually quite good and quiet. And anyway, with your microphone, they should give you something like that is covering noise and wind. Just improve a little bit better. It's kind of a cat. It's a cat.
Well, but my daughter, they want to play with it.
Make sure you put it away. Yeah. And the other thing that it's all about scripting, and I use a teleprompter app that I will share with you in a minute. And what I used to do is that I first script. So in relation to the structure, I write down my own script with my own words. And after a couple of days, I leave it like for 24 hours, 48 hours. I write it and then I leave it. I simply forget it. And then I come back into it because I wanted to see if actually what I write makes sense to what I'm reading. And also using some words that can emphasize the meaning of what I want to say. And this app is called Prompt Smart Pro. And it's looking like it's the first one.
The one up in the corner,
here.
Yeah.
This one.
And this one you had to pay, didn't you?
This one I pay once. I think they don't have membership. I believe I pay once. What was it? Like 20 euro maximum. But I use for everything, so it's really worth it. But there are other things that are completely free that you can find it on the laptop or for the phone. Now the thing why I use the app on the iPhone is because I record the video on the iPhone. Believe it or not, this is iPhone 10. It's not 12 or 15 or whatever. So the camera is still a reasonable one, but I use always the front one, which is actually not as great as this one. So as you can see, I could have done upgrade with the big cameras and a teleprompter machine, but it will be too bulky, and I don't want to carry these things around. So what I want to make it easier to plug in and out. So what I did is that I choose this Prompt Smart is called, and then if I select a script, let me see if you can see. Yes, this is the script. Then I press play, and then it goes into scripting mode. So you can see here that as soon as I press play, this will start. And this will have two options of variation, which one is basically that you are reading as it goes, and the other version, which is it doesn't work really well for me,
just runs like this.
Is that it's listening to your voice and is scrolling as you are speaking. And I didn't find very comfortable that, because it looks like, yes, it's listening, but then it's dropping, and then sometimes, you know, maybe they are improving the app. I'm not sure. Then we found a speed that was exactly perfect for our tone of voice, how I wanted to message out. So before I actually record the video, I actually go a couple of times and record myself simply like this, where I just read through and see if the actual speed I like it and I feel comfortable. I don't either feel rush, and I don't either feel too slow. So once I see that I'm comfortable, then I'm actually going to the place to shoot the video, and then shoot it there. So I always like to rehearse what I have written, because I wanted to have it as familiar as possible, especially the words. It's important that I know, and I can focus on the actual conversation, because all I want to do, and we jump into the other side of the actual ad, all I want to do is to have a conversation with another person. That is the message I need to come across. I remember at the beginning starting, it was like I was a man in the jail trying to talk, and this and that, right? It was a soldier execution. So,
and we wanted it perfect, right? So no breathing, no movement. It was like this.
And everything needs to be right. Now, as the times pass and you learn by doing, at the beginning you will never like yourself, never, because it feels uncomfortable.
It's
I mean,
so uncomfortable.
We have been in staging and performing around people, and many people watching us. We should be used to be on things like this. But then when we put the camera in front, it was like all the tension come along. So you actually start to feel awkward.
And it took us like 3 hours to film like 5 minutes video, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now it's just we do it in 10 minutes and it's done. So you will get used to it. Another one thing I just quickly want to mention about this is when you practice it, make sure you practice it speaking out loud, because there is such a big difference. When you're writing a script, you're going through it in your mind and you're thinking, oh, this is how I'm gonna say it, blah blah blah, like this. You're reading it and saying it aloud in your mind, but it's not the same as when you actually say it out loud. Yeah, because I did sometimes that mistake. I just like read it through and I put the spaces, everything what I needed, and then when I actually had to say it, it was like it didn't flow at all. So I had to rewrite everything and then go through it a few times. So when you practice it, make sure you do it out loud, and then you're ready to shoot it after that. But let's go into the actual video script, should we?
Yes.
Because this was all like around the more like setup of the things, but let's go into the actual script.
Yes. First thing.
Okay, you go start.
I go.
Yeah.
Inspire, don't sell, and trying to create interest into the person. So all we want to do here is to share our story and inspire a person to a change that could be potentially something that will help them along the way into something new that can allow them to achieve their goals, whatever they are in their life. That's why it's important that you are sharing your story. And in your case, your script, one question I wanted to ask, which structure did you use when you use the scripting? You had the hook, you have the intro, then you had the story, and then you had the final, I believe,
Call to action.
Benefit and call to action.
Yeah, I used actually the script of Karen Antonia. That was our, in Accelerate. She gave us a template of the script, and I modified a bit the script because just was taking too much time. You know, I was around 4 minutes 30 seconds keeping all parts. So in her script, the first part it's with the point, yes. So 30 seconds when you say your message and you catch the person attention or not. Then the second part, and this is where when I'm, you know, that I have it there in the first part. The second part was when going more deeper into the describing more precise the situation. So getting some more, you know, if you feel like that and that and that, and you would like to feel more, I don't know, better in your life and having more time, but giving more details, then click again, you know, click on that link, etc. This I actually cut out. I had it initially, but I cut it out because I found myself repeating too many times and just speaking too much. The third part was benefits, so the features and benefits of a product. So that's my second part, when I'm telling the free video series will give you this and this and this, you will learn how to start a digital. So free features of the product and what benefits my avatar will have from that one. And then the fourth part was legitimacy, I think so, that it's something real. So giving an example of a person who succeeded, or example of myself, and I chosen after talking to you guys and not finding anything on Mentor's website really like a working mom example that I could share. I put myself, and this is what I'm telling there. Maybe I'm a bit, you know, coloring because I'm telling now I can do what I want and so on. I'm just at the beginning of my journey, and I'm not telling this one. I'm at the beginning of my journey and I'm, you know, building my stuff. I'm telling now I can have a life I want, and it's, you know, it's on the limit. Yeah. And then the last part was thank you. So thank you for watching. So if you, and in a script was, so if you want to overcome, I don't know, the problem with time, then and have this and this, then click. I'm not telling this again because it's just, for me personally, it's too much. Click on the link. I think in her script 5 times after each part you have click on the link.
Oh wow, okay.
So and I'm repeating always, you know, again coming back to initial point, I didn't like it, so I'm just telling this. So thank you for watching this video, and I hope to hear you soon. I was having problem how to close it, you know, see you on the other side of the screen. I don't know what to say, but I wanted to finally do some smile and be more welcoming and
usual.
Because I myself in all video like being horribly Polish, pessimistic, you know, like, oh, if you're struggling,
but you know what, Barbara, this is the beautiful thing. You are Polish, you know, you have to show you're Polish. You know, this is what is nice.
Guess
so much, but no.
Guess what about my Italian? What should I say? My English is not, you know, on top of the game, but so
it's not only about English, it's about temperament. I remember you were optimistic in your video, you know, you were not presenting yourself as a loser, and that's, I think, also I talked to Alessio and he was like, Barbara, if you will go there and you will start, oh, I was just so passive in my life, not doing anything and so on, nobody will want to
jump into that.
Like you know, put yourself, because they don't want to feel like losers. Of course, they will reject this one if they close the video. You need to, you know, be more.
But you know what, Barbara, if I may stop you 1 second there, because actually I really wanted to just get a few points across, and I can see our time goes down and down and down on the actual Zoom call. So I just want to point a few things across. Number one, just a feedback to what you're saying there is that actually I think it's not bad that you think that you look like a loser or sound like a loser, because actually maybe your avatar feels and looks that same way, you know, so they can relate more to you. Like maybe your avatar will look resonate more with you than, for example, with me. you know, because I'm not a mom, I'm not working mom, but you are, you know, and they can really relate themselves to what you're saying and your pain points. So don't think about it as a negative thing. It just means that people will actually listen to you more, and then you can tell them, this is the way how I actually got out of that kind of circle of life, you know. So actually you're perfect as you are. So don't worry about that side of it. Now, regarding the script, I wanted to just mention to you the order, like why David was asking that questions, because we both actually, we saw it separately and then we talked about it afterwards to get both our opinions. Sorry, my English. And actually both of us thinks that you should change around the story with the features. So you in the beginning are talking a lot about the features and the benefit of the video series, what people will get. Yeah. We think that you should put your story in front of that, because your story is very powerful and the way how you say it and everything is really, really good. So definitely, okay, 1 second. I will just mention to you one thing. Can we all go out of this call and then go back into the same link?
Yeah.
Because I want to continue on this, because it's very important what we're talking about, but I can see that it's going to close down. Is that okay?
Yeah, so
Awesome.
I just click it. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we go out and we go jump in the same link.
Just click on the same link, okay?
Okay.
All good? All good? Thumbs up?
Awesome. See you in 1 minute.
Okay.